Canada's Shane Hollander.
Shane Hollander, I wanted to introduce myself.
Okay.
And Russia's Ilya Rozanov.
You're an awesome player to watch.
Yes.
Very good at hockey.
The best, probably.
We will be seeing each other a lot.
Yeah, Boston and Montreal play against each other often.
When I read it, I was going through like reading and listening to a lot of romance books, and this one's just so good, and it was so different. And I found the story so compelling. I found the setting so compelling, and Rachel's a really good writer. It was funny. It's obviously very smutty, but it's also full of like intimacy and life. And I could tell that she loved hockey as much as I love hockey. I love Shane and Ilya. Like I love this couple, and their story is amazing. And what I told Rachel was, I want to take this seriously, and by that I mean take what I think is a kind of a beautiful love story about these guys that meet when they're super young and then can't shake each other. And, our show takes place over 7-8 years. And by the end of it, they realize that they're in love. And I thought that was a really sweet, romantic journey. Yeah, full of a lot of sex. That's what this genre is. That's what this book is. That's what the fans of this love about it. That's what I loved about it, frankly. I think that as queer people, we do not get to see this very often. We don't get to see hot sex between consenting adults who want to be there and who are not going to be punished for it later in the story. And also in terms of the reality of the story we're telling, the sex is how they get to know each other. Like it's not just gratuitous. It changes over the course of the show. It's really different from episode to episode, from scene to scene even. And it's the way that these two guys are intimate with each other. And so because they're rivals in the hockey world, because there's a lot of posturing and a lot of gamesmanship in the way that they communicate verbally, the only time they're actually being honest with each other is when they're having sex. And so that's part of why it's so important to the story. What I hope is that that they will like to see two people who want to have sex with each other having sex. And that's very different than what I think that they've gotten over the last 2 decades, especially premium TV, honestly. I think there was a turn to darkness, to be able to tell a story about queer joy involving my favorite sport is like so fun. It feels like such a privilege. And, this show is very romantic. It's very positive. It's really about love. And, I hope that does its thing of just putting something with good intentions out into the world. We're not trying to teach anybody anything here. And we're certainly not trying to, it's not a TED Talk and it's not an after school special. It's just like a sweet, horny hockey show.